Countryline Lane. I'm down on the farm's Larry Marble. It's time for the noon edition, 1245 edition of Down on the Farm. Thanks for listening to us on one of these 14 affiliate stations, checking us out on Facebook, either my page or the Down on the Farm radio page, or our website, of course, downonthefarmradio.com. Checking ag weather across Down on the Farm country, starting in the far northwestern portion of our country. 96 in Abilene, 95 in San Angelo, 91 and 92 in Ozona, Sonora, and Junction. Tonight, we're looking for temperatures, say, from 70 to 73, a little warmer across the Abilene area, 72 in Angelo, 70s and 71s across Ozona, Sonora, and Junction. Let's move just a little further down through Down on the Farm country. Today, we're looking for a 90 in San Antonio, a 91 in Georgetown, a 93 in Langtree, a 92 in Cuero, Giddings, and Gonzales. As we look towards Saturday, sunny, highs, we'll call it 90 to 95, lows, we'll say 71 to 76. Neighbor, there's a pretty good look at ag weather across the majority of Down on the Farm country. Neighbor, let's take a look at our commodities of ag interest. December corn, 558 3/4 at 5 3/4. November beans, 1336 3/4 up 8 1/4. Deese bean meal, 357.60. It's up 30 cents by the ton. Hard red winter wheat, the Kansas City products at 15 1/4. It's 706 3/4. Taking a look at cotton, the December cotton contract up 118 at 91.86. Live cattle, October 127.32, down 25. September feeder cattle at 52 at 161.67. Your October lean hog contract, it's down 77 at 86.30. September U.S. dollar index looks like it is up 568 points at 92.82. Taking a look at the gold contract, down 45.60 at $1,763.40 by the ounce. September West Texas Intermediate crudes down 63 at 68.46. Neighbor, there are your commodities of ag interest. Neighbor, it's time for today's edition of the Texas News and Views program. We'll see who's at the mic and what the topic is after this word from our sponsor, the Texas Farm Bureau Insurance Company.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to find an insurance agent who's a true neighbor. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
One step closer to a new disaster aid bill. I'm Kerry Martin with Texas News and Views on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. Disaster aid could be on the way for Texas farmers who experienced losses over the past year. The House Ag Committee last week approved a bill that would extend the Agriculture Department's WHIP Plus program.
But the WHIP Plus expired. So what we did is we reauthorized the WHIP Plus in the Restore bill to go back and cover natural disasters from 2020 and 2021, as well as upcoming natural disasters. And then in addition to that, we redefined what those would be so that we included like the recent winter storm that we had, the polar vortex, and then we went out and we included things that were some of the stuff that was already kind of there was related to drought and hail and extreme wind.
That's Texas Panhandle Congressman Ronnie Jackson. He says this bill will cover all levels of drought, not just the extreme drought conditions covered by previous WHIP Plus programs. Jackson feels the bill has a very good chance of making it to the president's desk. If you have a good corn crop this year, you may want to consider entering the National Corn Yield Contest. Jessica Noble tells how.
Time is running out for Texas farmers to sign up for the National Corn Growers Association's annual Yield Contest. The Yield Contest is a showcase of improvements, excellence, and accomplishments in agriculture. The deadline to sign up is Wednesday, August 18th. An online harvest form will be available the following day on Thursday, August 19th. Harvest results must be submitted to NCGA no later than 2 weeks after harvest or by November 30th, whichever is earlier. Contest winners will be announced December 15th. You can sign up at ncga.com. For the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network, I'm Jessica Domel.
The fight over the Biden EPA's move to roll back the Trump administration's Navigable Waters Protection Rule is heating up. At least 30 GOP farm state senators are behind a bill to make permanent last year's Navigable Waters Protection Rule. That reversed the Obama-era Waters of the U.S. rule and its wetlands permit requirements. The issue has been in and out of the courts since 2015, and it's a major concern for the American Farm Bureau and their president, Zippy Duvall. He recently met with EPA Chief Michael Regan.
He said, pre-2015 ruling, there were some good things in the Clean Water Act, and he wants to evaluate what was good there. He wants to evaluate what was good in the 15 ruling and what might not have been good, and he wants to evaluate the current one.
But Duvall has one caution.
If they attempt to take navigable out of there, it's probably going to be a deal breaker to us.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, health, and life insurance since 1952. With more than 260,000 square miles of land and 27 million people, that's a lot to cover. Whether you're wrangling cattle or wrangling kids, we're proud to protect Texans in all Texan ways of life.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to get insurance for Texans by Texans. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
I'm Kerry Martin on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network.
Neighbor looks to me like Hop Sing's ready to serve lunch. Chicken fried steak, jalapeno gravy, Nanny's yeast rolls, a cold cucumber salad. And I've got a glass of iced tea for you. And Jody Fry has a report from the Thursday sale in San Angelo. Jody, I understand it was a good one. Let's walk through how they sold.
Had a good sale. Lighter numbers than the week before. 915 head was the total, but continued good demand across the board at today's sale. Calling these calves and yearlings about steady. Continued strong demand for them better quality calves and yearlings. Slaughter cows and bulls firm to $2 higher. Best demand for those heavyweight and high-yielding slaughter cows and bulls. Once again, limited numbers of replacement cows and a handful of cow-calf pairs sold about steady. Your better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds today, traded from 130 up to a high of around 180, mostly 140 to 165. 600 to 800 pound steers from 120 up to a high of 160, mostly 130 to 150. Better quality heifer calves, 400 to 600 pounds from 120 up to a high of 160, mostly 130 to 150. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding from 56 to 72. Several of the highest yielding slaughter cows from 73 all the way up to a high of 83. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding from 75 to 93. Had some of the highest yielding slaughter bulls from 94 to a high of 104. Not enough bred cows and 2-year-olds on offer. Cow-calf pairs had some average to better quality. Some small groups of pairs anywhere from $1,000 to $1,300 a pair.
What do you anticipate next week?
Well, I look for more sheep and goats. With this week was 4,800, and I think we'll get back to 6,000 or more head, and know of some calves coming next week. So we should bounce back somewhere in that 1,000, 1,100 head of cattle, weather permitting, next Thursday.
Jody Fry, producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. They sell them every Thursday. Tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet. Call any of us there at the office, 325-653-3371. My mobile phone would be 234-7895.
We'll see you down the road. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Howdy, Ranch Rodeo Cowboys. The Family Ranch Rodeo Fest on October 2nd, and Comfort is looking for 10 really top teams to compete for added prize money, buckles, and more. The event will also feature Corey Morrow with Jason Roberts' band opening, and they'll have a barbecue cook-off, mutton busting, goat roping, and auction refreshments and more. The Ranch Rodeo supports a really good cause, the Youth Ag and Equestrian Center, home to 4-H, FFA, and junior livestock youth in Kendall County. If you think your team is tough enough, get in touch with the Family Ranch Rodeo Fest folks through their website, ranchrodeo.org, or call 210-863-3222. That's 210-863-3222. Is your team tough enough? You'll never know unless you enter. Call 210-863-3222. Family Ranch Rodeo Fest, October the 2nd, Comfort, Texas. Neighbor, when you hear cattle in the alleyway, they're getting ready for sale in Lexington on Saturday, so let's head that direction. Talk to Russell Heller. Actually, I talked to him about 6:30 this morning. Russell, what was the sale on Saturday looking like then?
Yes, sir. I know about 3 sets of calves. One's going to be about 40 Charolais, another one 20 black calves, and another one black and Charolais.
Good. You got a great start. What's the weather supposed to be like?
Chance of rain this morning through after lunch, and then I think it's supposed to clear off and be hot.
Have you got any rain since you and I spoke on Monday?
Yes, we have about 3 inches. We had 9/10 one day and 2 inches the other day, so I mean, been awful lucky.
Good deal. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Sure, you can get me on my cell, and that number is 979-820-7002.
Russell, we appreciate you. We'll talk to you bright and early Monday morning.
Okay, thank you, Larry.
McCoys.com. McCoy's Building Supply. Still family owned, strong, growing, and relevant for our ag community. With their own cattle ranches in West Texas, they understand the rural ag economy. Farm and ranch equipment from working chutes and sorting pens to cattle panels and gates, T-post fencing and barbed wire. Shop online and find the store near you at McCoys.com. Neighbor, let's see. Where are we going to go? We're going to cross the river and head over to Lockhart and talk to Madison Bexley, that little country ball of fire, and see how the sale went Thursday at Lockhart. Actually, I spoke with her about 11 o'clock on Thursday evening. Maddie, hello there.
Hey, Larry, we had a pretty good day. We ended up with 1085 with 139 cows and 24 bulls, 158 sellers, and 78 buyers.
Let's walk the pens.
On the sucker cows, we got along pretty good this week. The front end of the pairs would have brought from 1150 to 1700. The mediocre and middle aged from 750 to 1050. The good bred cows from 850 to 1175. The mediocre middle aged and short breds from 485 to 800. Packer cows and bulls would have been fully steady with a week ago. The good high yielding cows from 68 to 81. The medium yielding from 60 to 67. The low yielding and lightweight cows from 40 to 59. The good high yielding Packer bulls from 94 to $1.01. Medium yielding and lightweight bulls from 70 to 93. And calves and yearlings were steady to maybe a couple dollars better on a real active market. And all in all, it was a great day.
Madison, any idea for next week?
Yeah, Larry, next week we're going to have 30 young to middle-aged pairs, so make sure to check out our Facebook page. I'll post some pictures up the beginning of next week. But if you have any questions, you can call the barn at 512-398-3476. My cell phone at 979-540-9793, or you can ring Bubba at 512-461-6091.
Madison, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
McCoys.com. McCoy's Building Supply. Still family owned, strong, growing, and relevant for our ag community. Farm and ranch panels and gates, field fencing, welded wire panels, barbed wire, and electric fencing. Shop online and find products and the store near you at McCoys.com. Neighbor, you have several opportunities to get cattle bought on a weekend. So, let's see. When Jalisco plays, it makes me think about heading south. While we head south, we'll pass Karn City. Might as well stop and pay attention to Corey and Josh Tilkey there at Karn City Auction Company, little sale on the hill. Josh, how'd the sale go last week?
Real well, Larry. We're still got green grass belly high. We had 502 calves, and the market couldn't be stronger on them right now. The demand is very high.
Let's walk the pens.
Good steers, 2 to 3 weight, 165 to 205, 3 to 4, 175 to 218, 4 to 5 weight men, buck 60 to 190, 5 to 6, average 150 to 180, 6 to 7s, 145 to 160, 7 pluses, 130 to 152. Heifer mates, 2 to 3, 145 to 175, 3 to 4s, 145 to 170, 4 to 5s, 146 to 172, 5 to 6 weight heifers, 135 to 160, 6 to 7s, buck 30 to 140. Older bull yearlings, $1.28 to 140. Old heifer yearlings, $110 to 120. Bred cows, $850 to 1100. Some of the older pairs, $11 to $12.50. Number 1 yield in Packer cows really surprised us, 68 to 85 cents. Number 2 yield, 52 to 62. Packer bulls, 92 to 98 on the best man. We had 146 sheep and goats. That market's struggling just a little bit, but there is a push for stocker nannies and Dorper ewes as well.
What do you got under the barn for this week?
Handful of yearlings so far. We did have one little cow sell out. There's some Beefmaster cows we're going to palpate and pair up. We have around 85 head of yearlings come in today. We did get 3.5 inches of rain last night. It was kind of out of nowhere, but we expect a modest run of 300 to 400 come Saturday morning.
Josh, tell everybody how to contact you.
They call us here at the auction if you can use any of our services, 830-780-3382, or on the cell phone, 830-623-2855.
And the motto down there?
Long live Cowboys, Larry.
Neighbor, let's talk about PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing. San Antonio, High, Hondo, Kerrville, Robstown, Jourdanton, and Laredo. Contact the Hondo store at 830-741-2000. Remember, that's PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing, pipemovers.com. Neighbor, I do believe that we have time for one more livestock market operator report. So while Milk Cow Blues plays, we're going to drive up, cross the Little River, go to Cameron, Texas to talk to my friend Kenny Mingus, who was a 4-H'er when I was a county agent up in that part of the country. Kenny Mingus, you're selling today. People still have time to get there to buy cattle. What is it looking like?
Well, it looks good right now, Larry. We're tagging on about 1,400. I guess we'll have somewhere around 17.5 to 2,000 with probably 300 cows.
What are the calves and yearlings looking like?
They look good. Look good. We've got several strings of cattle in here. Just unloaded 40 good black calves from a guy that weighed 6 to 8, I guess, and about 65 yellow calves from one man that are as good as you can make them, about 60 from another. Be a little lighter weight calves, 4 to 550 on them. Really good cattle. Got some strings coming in the morning that I know of, so the quality's good.
Good.
Quality's good right now, and market's been pretty steady, so we hope for a good day.
On the cow side, what's the keeper cows looking like?
Got a few scattered through it. Oh, there's 4 or 5 white Bremer cows come in. They'll be coming with their second calf. Should be shortbred. There's about 30 or 40 cows out there that we aged and palpated. On the pairs, we don't have a lot to speak of right now. Doesn't mean we won't have anything.
Right.
And then we've got about 20 or 25 true F1 tiger stripe heifers that came from a man.
Good.
Just came off the cow, weaning age. Sure might work for somebody show heifer projects if they need a few. It looks like the heifer's weighing in the kind of from upper 4s to 600. So
well, good.
Be just right for something next year.
There's a start right there. Milam County Livestock Auction, Cameron, Texas. Sell them on Friday. Kenny Mingus, tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet. Catch us at the office Monday through Wednesday from about 10 to 3 at 254-697-6697. Follow us on our webpage at milamcountylivestockauction.com or catch us on Facebook. We got a video of those F1 tiger stripe heifers. Take a look at them, guys.
All right. Saw them today. Good looking. Thank you, sir.
You bet. Thank you. Have a great weekend, Larry.
You too. Bye-bye. Talk to you Monday.
Yes, sir.
Neighbor, it looks to me like it's about time for us to go back to the field and pasture. Everybody fill up your water jug. Grab a couple of bottles of water if you don't have one to take back with you. Don't want you dehydrated before you come back and have a Kolach with us this afternoon about 3:45. Taking a look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, 800-288-4453. Milo through Corpus in August, D's plus 85, 1139. We'll call yellow corn through Corpus in August, September plus 50, 605 3/4. We'll call hard red winter wheat through Houston, September plus $1 bill, 791 1/2. We'll call Houston beans, November less 40, 1288 even money. Neighbor, let's see if we can't find you a cotton price right quick. I believe we have one for you. $82.92 to $89.17. No bales sold. Looks to me like that's it for the best darn farm show in 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas. I'm Larry Marble. I ain't bragging, just telling you a fact. We are down on the farm and you're our neighbor. Neighbor, come on back. I think Hop Sing has apricot Kolach with cream cheese icing and diced pecans this afternoon. See you about 3:45.